there's some other avenues that we use to help make that happen and get people what they need.
Okay. I love that. And is that something that they have to purchase, or are there options that they can rent?
We do rent some things.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we don't rent hand or grab bars or handrails,
Sure.
but we do rent stair lifts. We do rent aluminum ramps. Those are great products for rentals because, especially if someone's just recovering from a surgery or an injury, or maybe they're just having a time in their life where, stability is just a little challenging, but they're going to get back to being just fine and not needing these products. um, yeah, we do rent stair lifts and wheelchair ramps, and we do also have like a rent to own program with those as well. So
Oh,
if someone's not sure if they need something or if it's going to work right, if there's any kind of an apprehension about that, that rent to own is great because we can get it in the home, they can try it out, and if it works, great. We can convert that to a purchase. Um, and if it doesn't work out, then great,
great.
we'll just pick it up.
Yeah,
No problem.
just pick it up. Yeah. No
Yeah.
harm, no foul. That's great. So what do you, I think like with me, you run into a lot of misconceptions. What are some of those you run into about accessibility?
Yeah. The big one is really product specific with like a stair lift. We get a lot of people who think that they mount to the wall and they don't.
Oh,
They mount to the treads of your stair, where you step. And a lot of times they don't take up as much space as you think. They fold up, they fold out of the way. So that's a big one. You know, um, a lot of times people think that some of these products are like really permanent, and a lot of times they're a lot less permanent than you think. If we can install a lift, we can remove a lift. If we can install a ramp, we can remove a ramp. Something with our aluminum ramps is they generally go over what's already there. So if they go over a staircase and you move and you don't need it anymore, that ramp can come back out and your stairs are still there. So a lot of times what we do is maybe not as permanent as people think it is. Um, when we do stair lifts, a lot of times someone will have a handrail on their wall and they think, oh, well, it can't go underneath the handrail. Actually, it can.
okay.
Our stair lifts mount really close to the wall. So if you got a handrail there, keep it, as long as it doesn't make your staircase too narrow, keep your handrail, put your lift wherever it's going to work best. And people are still going to be able to use that handrail if someone needs the handrail and doesn't need the lift. So those are the big misconceptions is things really aren't as permanent as you might think they are. And you don't have to make as many changes to your house as you might think either. We've had that happen too, where, someone thinks, oh, I need a bunch of grab bars. We get in there and they only need like one or two, and that's it. So sometimes things are really simple. They're not nearly as big or complex as you might think.